Goldman Sachs shows exactly when the price drops out for silver. I'm going to explain this in 3 minutes. To understand what's happening with silver, we have to look at what the big players are doing. Oh, if you're interested in silver, click the link in the description. Money Metals is holding this contest. They're giving away 20 American Silver Eagles. Every month they're holding this contest. This should be your silver. Click that link. It's free. Get in on it. Now, check this out. This is from Yahoo Finance, and it says Goldman Sachs Group insiders sold $69 million of shares, suggesting hesitancy. And look at this quote here. It says, knowing whether insiders are buying is usually more beneficial than knowing whether they are selling. But in this case, for you and I as stackers, knowing that they're selling like this is really telling. And look, Goldman, they're not alone. We've got major players. We've got Buffett to Zuckerberg to Bezos, all just dumping stocks in the past few months because they know how this game works. They dump, and during that dumping, they were able to pick up what they wanted. Now the value goes up, and they make out like bandits. This is the cycle that the groups on top, this is how they do it. And you and I as stackers, we need to learn from this. We need to see how those on top are getting by during a time like this, a time of deep uncertainty, a time of just turmoil. So how does this play out for stackers? Well, it plays out in two ways. First, you and I need to look at the silver to gold ratio and have it work in our favor. We need to see that dealers are doing this already. They look at this wide spread in the silver to gold ratio and they have it work for them, meaning they don't rub their head and feel frustrated that they're unable to swap silver out for gold with this wide ratio. No, the opposite. They swap out gold and they get silver without paying the premiums for each of these ounces. And then they sell those ounces to us, to stackers, for premium on each. This is what we should be doing. You and I should be following what those on top are doing. The other way this plays out for you and I as stackers is we have to understand that this metal is in real short supply. This is the 5th year running that we have a deficit in silver. 5 years in which the demand for silver is completely just miles beyond the actual silver that is available. And that tells us that as these months in 2025 roll out, as we enter the second quarter of 2025, the value of this silver is going to at least give us another $10 jump. And when this happens, that means that within 2 years we've had a $20 jump in silver. I mean, that's what we're looking at. Just in not even 2 years, right? That would be 14 months. So this price that we have presently for silver is what, $32, $33 on a good day. This is our dip. We need to understand that this price now that we're experiencing, we're going to look back at this just the way we look back at 12 months ago last year. We look back at $22, $23. That was the dip. And if you missed it, which many of us did, it's going to happen again. Everything is set in place to show that it happens again. So as corporations like Goldman Sachs, as they make these moves, knowing that it's going to benefit themselves, we need to do the same. We need to understand exactly how things are playing so we make the right moves. Click that link, get that silver. It's yours for the taking. Thank you, Money Metals, for sponsoring this channel. I love this contest. It's a lot of fun. Click that link and I'll see you on the next one.